In this video, I take a tour of the world famous heritage site, the Tower of London.
On a soldier's pike, and it'll be carried through the streets of London towards London Bridge, which in those days was the only bridge across the River Thames. And the head will be displayed above the entrance to the city, the side of the faith, and awaited all would-be traitors. Meanwhile, the headless corpse will be taken down, placed in a handcart, before being returned to the tower and buried in an unmarked grave in the Chapel Royal of St. Peter Adventurer. The route that a headless corpse would have taken is very similar to the route.
The Tower of London is located in central London in what I call the Old London, which is the City of London.
Okay, we're now in the inner ward of the Tower of London, which is the oldest part of the tower. Today's a bit of a strange day because normally we would have stopped at the bell tower. You can see where I'm pointing there to your right, to my left. But because of maintenance work, we can't stop there. But I can still talk about exactly what I was going to do there. I'll do it here. Birmingham walls. Now the inner wall is 50 feet high. The outer wall behind you here, in front of you rather, is 28 feet thick. Up there before the archway on the right hand side is Mint Street, so named because it was here until the year 1810. Traitors Gate! Oh. That's how infamous it is. Built on the orders of Edward I, Gate was originally known as the Watergate. We got any American visitors in? You are very welcome, all of you. So Watergate is an example of something else that we had first. How then did it become known as...
The Tower of London is still a royal palace, but has not had any royal residences for around 500 years.
So that small pavilion there is not to be confused with the public scaffold I mentioned earlier up on Tower Hill. There were 6 people executed here, 3 of them Queens of England. Before I talk about those, I'm going to point out some of the buildings that surround this area. Where I'm pointing in the corner there, you'll see the black and white building, the Tudor building known as the King's House. It was the home of the Constable of the Tower of London. He is the King's representative here at the Tower. And he looks after this place.
Now, to get into the Tower of London, you have to pay an admission fee. So I paid around £35 for an adult, and children would be less, and I believe under 4s don't pay. The opening hours of the Tower of London are usually from 9 to 4:30, and some days they open at 10 o'clock. Once you are in the Tower of London, you can go on a guided tour by the Yeoman Warders. They are ex-British servicemen, and they actually live on the premises of the Tower of London, and they conduct small group tours every 30 minutes. Also inside this building is where the crown jewels are kept, and you can see the soldiers which are guarding the building. So at the top of the tower, and you can see in the background are the city skyscrapers. These are the high blocks, high towers where business companies hire, rent out their rooms, or they even just have that office space for their workers. And along here is Tower Bridge, which is further down where these vehicles are going, and where this tour bus is. Famous Tower Bridge, which connects South London to East London. And this over here would have been where the moat would be, where there will be a stream of water around the whole castle that and will protect the inhabitants in here from attacks. And these are the people that got executed in this tower. Wartime executions. So let's get an example. This person is Augusto Alfredo Rogen. He's from the country of Uruguay. Executed at the tower 17th of September 1915. Alright, let's see. These 12 men were executed by firing squad at the tower during the First and Second World Wars. They had been tried and found guilty of espionage. 10 were executed in the rifle range, which stood at the foot of this wall. Alright, the foot of this wall, so would be down here. Let's go into this tower here. Very narrow, stony walls. This feels like proper ancient out here. These are the yeomans, these are the guards at the Tower of London. This is the famous Henry VIII, who had 2 of his wives executed in this tower. This is what you get in London. Royal beasts. So this place used to keep the king's animals from, I believe, from around the world. So this was the zoo before the zoo got moved to Regent's Park. That would be called London Zoo, famous London Zoo. As you can see over here. And the hard about this story, it was actually a dead lion, so that man could paint the lion. It wasn't a real lion, a dead lion. Because how would you paint a lion, a live lion like that? It's a royal gift, an elephant, I reckon from India or Africa. Lions were the most important royal beasts at the tower. Great views here in the Tower of London on this warm, sunny September day. You have to come over here. I highly recommend it. It's got such historical value, a lot of historical information. parts of the Tower of London goes back nearly 1,000 years old. What you see here is one of the oldest buildings in London. This is the famous White Tower, and it is in the centre of the Tower of London grounds. It was built in 1066 by William the Conqueror, so it's coming up to nearly 1,000 years in existence, and I will show you what is inside. Now, inside this White Tower is where the King's armoury and military equipment would be stored. King's wardrobe. This is King Charles I's armour. He is the famous king that got beheaded in 1666. And once he got beheaded during the English Civil War, or just after, and after his trial, England became a republic for a small period of time where they had no king and no queen. I'm in this narrow staircase, spiring staircase. This is England. Lots of history over here in London, especially London. Come over and experience history. This is the White Tower.
Whatever Daryl did there, it's kind of pretty close to what we did. We walked out from my post office.
Yeah, you can get a headache going down these stairs.
Dizzy.
Yeah, round and round and round we go. Oh.
My goodness.
How many floors did we go up? Is it 3 or 4? We're going down all of them now.
I go sideways, I can't
Don't
go that
move.
way.
I can't go the other way because I keep pressure on
Any
my
little
couch.
benches here?